Yo, what's up, IG fam? It's Peak out here in Singapore, and it's kind of late tonight. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening, and I just wanted to hop on here and see if I could get you another insight into people who are very, very strong-minded, strong-willed, and are ready to take over the world. So what I've been trying to do is actually interview people that I love that are doing big, big things. Hey, Tyree. That are trying to prove to the world that they're able to make a difference, that they're pushing through all of their struggles, that they don't care what happens next, that they're ready to go ahead and do all of these things. So I'm actually really, really excited to bring to you my girl Sarah out in New York. So I'm actually really, really happy. I'm hoping that she's on here in a second. I'm just waiting for her to jump on. So how are y'all doing tonight? Mia, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining me from all the way out in China. What's up, Rashandan? How are you? Let's see. So anyway, I'm doing a lot of interviews this week. So keep staying tuned, and hopefully you get a new point of view. Hopefully you get inspired by people around. What's up, girl?
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm good. I like that background behind you. That's a nice color.
My office, that's my wall.
I love it. I love it. How you been?
I'm good. It's
Yeah?
been good, yes. Yeah.
Is it really early? You're okay, right?
No, it's not. It's 9 o'clock.
9.
It's
Yeah.
5 a.m. That's so I'm usually awake for a while by now.
Yeah, us mamas, we just do it all, right? We just work all day and night, all forever, just keep on going. We just don't stop. Our work is never
Yes,
done.
and my youngest two are in school, so they're up early
Oh,
anyway.
summer's coming though. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, well, they're not little. I don't have to entertain them. I don't have little people anymore.
Yeah, mine's still little. Look at this. She's still little.
Well,
Say what's up.
hi.
She's missing teeth at the moment. All right, go to bed.
I know
I'll see you in a little bit.
she's on a mass
I
loose
know.
teeth.
They thought the same. She had 4 teeth fall out in the last month.
Wow.
See, she has no teeth left. Anyway, let's talk about you for a
Oh,
second. So you do some real live work every day, all day with the people around you, and I want you to tell us a little bit about that work because I'm inspired by the things that you do.
okay. So I'm a life and business coach. I help people discover their passion, discover their purpose, and then figure out how to monetize that so that they can
Yep.
have time and money freedom. In addition to that, I also have an efficiency program that I do for businesses. So businesses will bring me in as a consultant and have them figure out why their bottom line isn't bigger than it could be. And I usually fix that by things being more efficient, organizing them, and usually misuse of employee talent.
Yes, people don't like using their employees the way that they could. They seem to think that they still know better. It's okay. Right, whatever, people.
Right, exactly. And then also I have a program for teens because a lot of people wake up in their 30s and go, I hate my life. I hate this career. I don't know why I went to
Right?
college. I don't know why I did this. So
Oh,
I created a program for teens so I can go into high schools like sophomore, junior year and really help them discover their passion and what they really enjoy doing and find careers within that. So whether they go to college, go to a trade school, just decide to be an entrepreneur early on, they are able to do that within something they'll really love.
well, I think that's amazing because that's a lot of what we're seeing a lot now. Millennials don't have the patience to get to where they want to be, and then the older generations are like, what the hell have I been doing for 30 years? I fucking hate it. I can't do it anymore. So
They
I'm
wake
glad that you're giving them an option to just try a couple
up,
things, figure it out now.
right, figure it out now, and then help those who need to transition, right, from the career they hate or the life they hate into something that they could really love, embrace, and do everything they want to do and still be successful.
Right. So I'm glad because everyone that I connect with are big on making sure people understand you are not stuck where you are. You are not a tree. You can change your life if you really want to. If it hurts you bad enough, get up and fucking change it. Stop making excuses.
Right, exactly. Like, shit or get off the pot, let's go.
Yeah.
You got to own it either way, right? Either I hate it and I choose to stay here because I'm comfortable with being stuck,
Mm-hmm.
or I hate it, and it's time to go do the things I really love to do and make a life out of that.
Exactly. It takes okay. Come on, it's going to take a little bit of courage because yes, it's comfortable and you know what to expect. It's the same people over and over again. You know exactly how they're going to react. But I mean, time passes, y'all. It's not going to come back. So I'm glad that you're out there inspiring people. So tell me a little bit more about the teen program. How did you get started with that?
So it really happened organically. What happened is I have a Goal Getters group on Facebook, and I go live there Monday through Friday, which I didn't this morning.
It's all good.
Yeah.
The day's still young.
It's still young. That's what happens when I get up too early. Then I'm like off.
Yeah, I understand.
So, and I had met somebody through a company that I was involved in, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad to meet you." And I was like, "We met before. What do you mean?"
She forgot? What happened?
And she said, no, I know. But that was before I saw your lives. That was before I saw your videos. I think you're amazing. Would you come speak to my class? And I was like, well, what do you want me to talk to them about? And she was like, I don't know. I really think I want you to do a thing on goal setting. And I said, well, I can do that, but that's not a 20-minute conversation.
Right.
So if you want me to do that, I really should come in for a few sessions. And that's really how the program was born.
Very cool. I love it when stuff like that kind of happens organically, though, because it's not like you're pushing to get, it's like you're not driven by money. It kind of is, you showcase your talent, you do what you are you. And then the right people find you and they're like, yo, I kind of need some of that light will you share. So I love it. I love it when it happens that easily. But you were also talking about the goal setting part, and I know for a fact that you gave us a training in Crown for Success, as like kind of a sneak peek preview about time management, which I kind of suck at. So all of that kind of rolls together for you, right? All of that. I do. I'm not going to lie. I suck at time management.
I did. We all did at some point. We all sucked at time management, and that's how we realized we needed to fix it, right? When we're like, if I only had another hour in the day, if I only had 4 hours, you just aren't using your time well. And that's usually what it was.
Exactly.
Right.
So how did you figure out that, that time management is such a big thing for you, like the efficiency, like helping consult with all these businesses? How did that come about for you? Like, when did that change for you?
Okay, so my youngest two are only 14 months apart, and that was difficult. So
I'll say I have one and I'm struggling. I don't know how you did too.
And I had my oldest was in first grade, and then I have a 1 and 2-year-old at home, and I got into direct sales with the Body Shop at Home, which doesn't even exist anymore. Because after Anita Roddick, who founded the Body Shop, passed away, they did away with the at-home division. They still have the stores and stuff, so you can still go to the Body Shop and buy great products, but they just don't have the at-home division. But anyway, when I got involved in that, well, maybe I should back up a little bit. Let me back up a little bit. When I had 2 little people at home, and I was like, oh my God, I'm tired. The house is a mess. I don't know how to get in front of these things. There was this website called flylady.net, and they taught how to organize your time and your cleaning schedule in order to feel overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
And their theory was, and their website, their front page was great. I don't even know if it exists anymore because this is 16 years ago. But their front page was great. It said, if you suffer from chaos, which stood for can't have anyone over syndrome, then you need us. And it was
that's cute.
All the resources were free. Log in every week, and they would tell you, okay, this week we're going to focus on the living room. You only deep cleaned 1 room in your house each week, and then everywhere else you just picked up. And you would set a time for 5 minutes in that room and pick up and tidy up each day. So that was the beginning of me being like, okay, how much time you spend on something matters, how much you focus on it matters, right? So, and then you progress that into when I got into direct sales, and I had really great training through the Body Shop. Everything I learned, from the list of 100 goals to, whether you time slot or time block, what does that look like? What are you today? And then you compound that, and you progress to the 1-Minute Manager and all of these books that I've read over the years, and it's a combination of those things and what worked and what didn't work. And then with working with people, everybody has their own style, right?
Right.
So whether you do like a planner, you don't like a planner, you still got to write stuff down.
I do. It's a matter of putting it all in the same place.
Right. So, whether you like a formal traditional planner or you don't, you got to write stuff down. And while technology is great and the ease of Google Calendar and everything is great, a psychological connection happens between your brain and your hand when you physically write things. And that's why it's so important to have an actual book, planner, whatever, piece of paper that you write it down on.
Definitely. And I've learned that a lot when I'm, exploring a little bit more about manifesting, like the way you write things down, it becomes a little more concrete in your mind. You remember it a little bit better. So I love that.
Right.
As for your coaching part of your business and how you're uplifting all of these people, what do you love the most about all that?
I love watching someone realize that it was in front of them all the time.
Aha moment?
That aha moment. Like, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, you had the power all the time, right?
Yep.
So they're like, oh, because it's always something that they really love doing. They don't realize. Yeah. They're like, I didn't know I could make money at that. I didn't know I could have this career around that. I didn't know I could have, this huge living and really love what I do every day. I just always did that because I like doing it.
Right.
Really that simple. But it doesn't feel that simple. And then because business scares people and learning things scares people and, diving into these realms is scary. Plus, they have to uncondition themselves from what they've been conditioned, that you only have careers if you go to college, go work for somebody else, work in some type of corporate environment. That's the only way to make a living.
And what I found is that's all great experience and all to help you nothing is going to hurt you. It's going to help you. It's going to teach you something. But that freeing moment, and then that fear, a lot of times what I found is it comes from realizing, shit, the buck stops with me. I can't go ask someone else for advice. This is my business. This is me. Suddenly I have to be really responsible. So I love that you're doing that. And the fact that you're starting with teenagers is like, you're training the next generation almost to really think for themselves. It's not just regurgitating information from school. You're really asking them to dig deep and really think about what's going on in their lives.
Right. And it's important. I watch kids like my own stepdaughter, for instance. Everybody wanted her to go into have a medical profession, whether it was a nurse or this or that. It didn't matter. They were like, oh, that's to make money. Everybody was dead set on her doing that. And she used to call me like every morning at 7 o'clock when I would be driving into one of my contracts, and we would sit and chit chat on the phone. And it was her senior year of high school, and I remember like the beginning of it. And I remember she's like, and all of a sudden she's like, I think I'm going to be a physical therapist. And I was like, what? You don't even like touching people. Like, why? She's like, I don't know. I just want to help people. I'm like, that doesn't. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, because you. As a parent, you're sitting on the other side like, okay, cool,
where's this coming from?
Whatever you want to do, but okay. And she was like, can I be honest with you? I was like, please. She's like, I just want to be paid to be who I am.
Aha.
And I said,
it's the message.
She said, well, what do you mean? And I said, I don't mean like Instagram famous or internet famous. Right. Whenever you do what you love, you never go to work.
Exactly.
And
you can't help but think about it and do stuff about it. You just can't help it.
I was like, and the money is endless when you're really doing what you love.
Yeah.
Whether other people see the value in that or see the money in that or see the potential in it, if you really love it, you'll find those ways to get there. You'll find the inlets and find the niches and find the things that you really like about it. And she was like, oh, so I'm happy to say she now is in the process of getting her fashion degree. Not a degree, because and I was kind of enemy number one for a minute because everybody else, all the other adults in her life weren't happy that I encouraged her to do what she really wanted to do.
So you got some crap for that?
A little bit. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, she's happy. Look, if she's happy and she's not out there killing people, like, you did the right thing then.
Right.
At least she's not miserable. Like, misery loves company. Everybody around them ends up being miserable. I don't like that. I would rather be encouraged to do something I love. So I'm glad you're out there doing it, and I think more people should be doing the same.
Yes, I agree. It's hard for parents. It's hard for us. We worry about our kids. We worry about them. We just want the best for them. But sometimes we over-influence or insert ourselves into who they should be, who they want to be, and who they really are. I mean, it's just what we do, but we shouldn't.
And I mean, I've
which is
seen it in
really
my own families. Like the worrying kind of takes over, and you stop listening to what they're saying, and then they
mhm.
eventually stop saying it because they know you're not listening. So then there's like this. It's hard for them. They want to be supported, and I mean, in our own Crown Success RVP group, how many people have kind of stepped out of their shells because they know there is a gang of us behind them, ready to like support and make sure that they do what they love. So some
Right, exactly.
amazing things happen when you encourage people to do what they like. And I really am so grateful that you're doing that work out there.
Thank you, thank you. You know, it's just what I just love seeing somebody be like, oh wow, I really, you know, I really, this doesn't just have to be my side hobby or my side
Yeah.
hustle. Like this could really be my life.
I mean, if you're gonna be daydreaming about it all day anyway, you might as well make some money at it, right?
Right, right. If you're gonna, you know, go to Michael's and spend $7,000 on stuff just to make it just cut. I mean, I know people who like make everything for everybody, and they could have a business, and they
Yeah,
just make
exactly. They just don't realize that, that's called demand and you have the supply and you could just sell
right.
it.
All those people you're handing it to for free,
Yeah.
or even if you want to teach other people how to do it, whatever. There's a business in there somewhere. There's always a
Yes.
business. There's a business in everything.
Exactly. And it doesn't, you don't have to worry. I mean, somebody's out there making cat videos making money, y'all. Come on.
Right, right, right. Exactly.
So if I
And there's,
could tell, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, and there's always money in who you really are, because
Yeah,
the
I
way you bring
mean,
it, not how somebody else is going to bring it to the table. You know,
and
like
your experiences help all of that, right?
correct. Like I always say, you know, I'm the queen of tough love. I'm not just going to support you and rub you on the back and say, "Oh, you're doing so great, honey." I'm not going to do that, because if you're screwing up and you're not listening and you're not following through and you're lying to yourself, I'm going to call you out. I'm not that coach, by the way. So for anybody who's watching this, if you
And
want
we were
somebody,
talking about that. I don't need yes people around me. I need people that are really going to look at me like, yeah, Bapika. Bapika.
right,
No, Bapika.
right. I'm not the one who's, oh, that's so what? No, I'm not.
I mean, it can be wonderful, but tell me for real, like, okay, should I change something? Should it be a little bit, it's not all about, oh my God, you're so
Right.
amazing. I want to grow. I want to be better than I am today.
That's how I want to be challenged. So I guess that's why I always bring that to the table, because I feel like if you're not going to challenge me and you're not going to say, but how come, why, you know, or like when my kids were little, they used to say, why come? Like, you know,
I love that.
but like, what role are you playing then?
Yeah. There's no point in you being there then, because anybody could do that. Then, if you're going to be a coach, I want you to open the door and let me know that there's something outside, on the other side of that door, and then it's my choice to walk in or not. Just open the door. Like,
Right.
let me know there's more out there. And that's good
Right.
enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So if
So, okay.
I want everyone to follow you and know how to contact you and, get to know you a little bit more. What's the best way to contact you?
The best way to contact me is via the phone number for my business, and the
Okay.
email. So it's Sara at Corversion, CORVERSION.com.
Cool.
Site is in production, so if you went there, you could find the phone number, but it's in works. And the phone number is 631-629-2220. You could text it, call it.
I like those 3 twos.
Thank you.
That makes it a lot easier.
And through here on Instagram at One Sassy Boss or at Corversion as well. I just started the business Instagram page because I was a local business. So I've been transitioning to being an online based business so that I can be international. I can help more people than just the people here on Long Island.
Oh, honey, you are international. Today you are international.
So that's been my transition, and I've been, working through my love-hate with social media.
I think we all go through that. We're like, "God, I can't post another thing, but I kind of have to. It's all good.
Right, exactly. So it's like, but it's okay. I've come to terms with it. I definitely think I personally get overwhelmed with Facebook. Like all my notifications are off because
Oh, yeah, it's off the chain. I'd be like, oh, God, I need to mute some of these groups.
Right. All the notifications are off. I go in and look when I feel like it. So, but yeah, that's the way to get in touch with me. That's what I do.
I love it. Sara, you know what? I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't found you through the RVP group. I mean, it was by sheer dumb luck that I got to talk to you, and then we
Right.
just kind of clicked from there. So it was amazing. I love your energy. I love the way you teach because it's very practical, very, grounded in real life. So
Hmm.
the fact that you're, doing the work on the outside, whether you're online or not, I really could care less because word of mouth travels fast anyway. But
Right.
now that you are online, I want everyone to be able to find you. So if you didn't hear the number, go back and replay it and figure it out. I'm going to put this on Facebook and on YouTube as well, and then I'll rip it and put it on SoundCloud. So you know what?
My
Sorry?
my Goal Getters group on Facebook, the Corversion Goal Getters group. You can find me there too.
I will link everything in the next post that I have so they can find you definitely on both the pages, on One Sassy Boss and on Corversion as well. You guys, if you want somebody not to hold your hand and pet you on the head, but to kind of lead you through whatever it is you need to get rid of, like all those little blocks that you're, the bullshit stories you're telling in your head, all the blocks you think you have in front of you, this is my girl. This is Sara. You
And
need to talk to her.
experience. It's not like, I'm not just going to take you through the blocks and then go, okay, so now go find somebody else to take you the rest of the way. I can take you all
And
the
that's
way.
what we need. We need people that are going to, finish what they start, not go half the way and be like, okay, you need to pay me more money. No, we're going to finish our job. This is what we live for. We want to love and live and teach and make sure everybody understands what we've seen through, hard work and trial and error, whatever. If we can give you a shortcut because we've been through it, it's up to you to listen and then do what you need to do. So.
Exactly.
Well, I love you, Sara. Thank you so much for starting your day with me. Well, not really starting your day. You said we've been up from 5 o'clock, right?
But no, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're
Thank you for
welcome. And this is not the end. You'll see her more, okay? So I'm going to link it in the next post on my stories. And you guys show some love. And thank you so much again. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.